What's going on YouTube? My name is Bro. For this video we are going to be discussing a very interesting topic. What constitutes a series that I am going to watch? And we're going to ask this question knowing that I've done about 29 episodes, 29 episodes of the anime review series and a little under 20 for Crunchyroll. That'll change over the next 2 reviews. But what really constitutes me wanting to do a series? Well, there's a number of things. One is, and especially since I'm on Tumblr now, what series are being currently gift? And sometimes it doesn't even have to be a scene. It can just be a character. Do you know how I got into Udapri? This is the God honest true story. How I got into Udapri. So I'm on Tumblr one day, and I saw somebody reblog a gift set, or even actually it wasn't a gift set, it was just like one GIF of Ren from the series, one of the members of Starch. And I looked at that. I didn't even know what the fuck he was from. I was looking at the character like, oh, the character was interesting. Found out what series the character was from. Then I found out that the show was actually being picked up by Sentai Filmworks, and it was going to get a 3rd season, the season we're currently in. And I said, alright, I gotta watch this. So, I watched the 1st season, thought, alright, that was cool. And then they had a 2nd season, so I sat back and watched the 2nd season. Boy howdy did I not realize how hooked I was going to be into that series. It is literally, in my opinion, one of the greatest fandoms I've ever been a part of. Keep in mind, I've considered myself a member of the Sailor Moon fandom for goddamn near 20 years. So think about that. And I consider Udapri, no Prince-sama, one of the greatest fandoms alive. To the point where I don't even call it a fandom, I call it a family. Just saying. But I watched that show and I got really into it and really invested. And that's just one example. You know, like, it took one gift set. Because nobody that I know that watches anime or on YouTube or on Skype, before I got the people on Skype that I have, knew fuck all about the series. Not a thing. So I literally had to take a chance and watch it. And I did, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. That's one example. Another example, let's take a series that I have known about. Cardcaptor Sakura. What made me want to do that one? Well, other than the fact that it's one of the original Magical Girls animes that actually came out here in the US. Came out around the same time Sailor Moon did, if you recall. And I saw the version on Kids WB, which that dub I want to puncture my own eardrum every time I hear it. But I got to see that, a little bit of that, and then I wanted to actually see it all the way through. Well, we know how I feel about that series now, but it's still not a bad one. Just not one I would, want to sit back and watch over again. Gundam Wing. Do you want to hear a really funny story about Gundam Wing? I hated that series with the utmost passion. I refused to watch it when it was going on Cartoon Network, actually, back in the day. But then I sat back and I watched it, because I never watched a mecha anime. And I watched it, and it interested the hell out of me, and I enjoyed it. Now, we're going to do maybe a potential review of it, and I'll go more in detail why I liked it. But yeah. But you see what I'm saying? So okay, so you got those. What about a show like the Dramatical Murder anime, or Galkin Heaven, or Love Stage? You know, the Shonen Eyes, Junjo Romantica, and Seikaiichi Hatsukoi. What got me wanting to watch those? What caused my interest? Curiosity. No, I'm not kidding. Here's my general rule when it comes to reviewing animes for the channel. I don't care what the genre is. I don't care what the intended audience is. Because I'm going to let you know a little secret about me when it comes to reviewing. I don't believe in the gender wall. I refuse to. You can tell me that this anime is marketed towards the female audience. Great! I'm still going to watch it, I'm still going to review it, and if I like it, I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you how big a fan I became of it. Potentially. You know, I mean, fuck. Look at Brothers Conflict, look at Udapre, look at La Corredora. We're going to do Blue Sky tomorrow. Look at Junjo Romantica. Look at Seikaiichi Hatsukoi. Look at the frickin' DMMD anime, which I didn't think I was gonna like as much as I did. Look at Cute Higher Defense Club, which was one of the funniest animes I watched, but yet also in a strange way one of the most endearing that I watched this year so far. And I found out that it may, depending on how the DVD sales go, it may get a second season. So I'm looking forward to that if it does. But you see what I'm saying? K, I've seen people gift the shit out of that. Zankyo no Terror, the Terror in Residence, people were gifting that left and right while I was airing. That really got my interest in those two series. And I wanted so bad to see it, and I did. And I enjoyed them both heavily. Especially K. You know, I mean, I've watched that series now twice. And I enjoyed it both times. I can't say series, I enjoyed the first season. Because there's a season 2 coming out in October. But there's a number of different things. What genre am I feeling at that time that I want to sit down and watch a series from? Do I want to watch a supernatural anime like Boogie Pop Venom or Ayashi no Series Celestial Legend? We're going to be doing that this summer, by the way. Do I want to watch something from an otome? Do I want to watch Diabolic Lovers? Do I want to watch Brothers Conflict? Do I want to watch what's that one? Shuffle. Yes, there's an anime for that. What do I want to watch that's piqued my interest? Do I want to watch a classic from, say, the 1980s or the 1970s? I have yet to watch Slam Dunk. We're going to get to that at some point down the line. What genre is resonating with me at that time? Now, in some cases, there's a month where I do a theme. This is April. We're doing music-themed animes. So we've already done Shonen Hollywood. We're doing La Corredora Blue Sky today and Wednesday. And we're doing Your Lie in April next week. But you see how this works, kids? I have no prejudice against the animes that I watch. You may find that I'm slightly biased in some. You may find that I have alright, a bias isn't. You may find that it's harder for me to criticize some animes versus others, but that's because, while yes, I'm a critic, I'm also a fan. And if your story, if your characters, if your everything resonates with me, I'm going to give you the best review possible. If I think there's flaws in your story, I'm going to mention them, and you still may get a good score, just not up there. Because Brothers Conflict, Kuroko's Basketball, the original Lakota Doro anime, K, they all have done something that has made me a fan of that genre. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's for those reasons that I am a little bit more lenient with their mistakes than I would be other animes. Because it's very hard, especially in this day and age, to go and sit down and want to invest $30 for even one DVD, or sometimes $50 and up for a DVD box set, or even a Blu-ray set, Blu-ray collection. If the anime is going to absolutely suck, and you know this. This is why I do the series that I do. This is why I'm as critical as I am on some and as lenient as I am on others. Because based on what I've seen over the course of the number of episodes and the number of years that I've been watching anime, I know what I look for in them. And it's why I'm very, very selective at times on what ones I'm going to do. Because if I'm going to sit down and invest 2 days, 4 days, a week, 2 weeks to finish you better be worth the aggravation. You better be worth the headache. Because if you're not, I'm gonna be a very upset individual. That's just the way it is. Do you get what I'm saying? The bottom line is, I have a very, very strict set of guidelines. And that's when I go to review, that's when I go to pick a series. Sometimes I will do a series just on a whim, and that series may be one of the best ones I've watched in a while. You know, look at Lakota Doro. No one told me about that series. I bought that thing on a whim. I bought the first season on a whim because nobody told me about it. I enjoyed it heavily. Plus, it was for a genre that I had never seen an anime for. Classical music. Think about that for a second. So that had some weight with me. But that's basically what it is, and that's what it breaks down to with me when I do these things, and that's why sometimes these videos are as long as they are, and I apologize because this one's going on 20 minutes. What are we up to? Oh, I'm sorry, almost 15 minutes. But that is what I look for in any series. You know, there has to be that one thing. Sometimes it can be a series where I may have started it when I was younger, but I never finished it. Actually, no, Savage, which we're going to do this summer, I've never finished it. We're going to do that together on Tumblr, and we're going to do, and then you're going to get the review firsthand. But there's a lot of anime out there. There's over 100 years to watch, and it's going to be a blast. We have done almost like 60 episodes total between the two series on here. And we're going to enjoy the ride that we take. There's going to be some lows, there's going to be a hell of a lot of highs, and hopefully those outweigh the lows. But I promise you one thing, you get one thing from me. That's the honest to God truth. I don't get paid by any production company or any TV station to kiss ass. What you hear from me is what you get. And I stake my reputation on that. I'm not the world's most famous anime reviewer. I'm just a guy who went with a very humble opinion about one of the best genres in the world. And I hope you're ready to come with me for the rest of the journey, for the rest of our days. So I'll see you in the next video, my friends, and there will be another one up tonight. Take care.